Hello everyone, KingslayerKoshy here. Welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. In the last part, we killed zombies, and I got another plant, the snow pea, which is weaker than the pea shooter, but it has the added benefit of slowing down enemies when it hits them. So, what I'm going to do here is, if I'm correct, I'm going to put a pea shooter first, and then I'm going to put a row of snow peas behind them so that I could slow them down, and then they'll die quick and easy to the pea shooter before they reach any of my plants. And there's me using my usual strategy of planting potato mines to the first enemy so that I can buy myself some time to make some sunflowers. Works every time. Because early on, there's not that many zombies that come walking in, so you can use that to your advantage. There's making it. There's just make it. And there's me screwing up right there. And there's the snow pea in action. It's going to take a little bit longer, but because of the fact that it slows down enemies as they come to you, you can pretty much be assured that as long as you have a proper setup, you'll be able to kill them in no time. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about this because, as you'll see soon, as soon as a mine decides to unveil, no matter what kind of zombie it is, whether it has any kind of defense, one touch of a mine and it blows up. And this stupid zombie. Oh yeah, and when it jumps, if you shoot projectile, it can jump over your projectiles at a certain point if it uses its javelin, so be aware of that. But yeah, snow peas are effective against the javelins. Sorry, got interrupted, but yeah, it's a good combo to have, the snow peas and pea shooters. Eventually, we will get later on pea shooters that are definitely more useful than the ones we have right now. Because believe me, like I said, eventually we're gonna get more interesting plants than the ones we have right now. Good, the javelin zombie just decided to come and beat the one row where my potato mine was set up, so makes my job a little bit easier. But yep, in the very back is set up with nothing but snow peas, and then afterwards, just pile on a huge amount of pea shooters just to finish them off. And as you can see, this is the first level I believe has and as you get later into the game, there will be multiple ways to deal with a lot of zombies. And it's gonna be it's gonna test your patience as well as challenging you to be patient. Jesus, look at all that freaking. Well, at least the shots didn't go to waste, but yeah. That's the one annoying thing about the like I said, that's the annoying thing about the javelin. The moment it jumps, if you have any projectiles firing at it, it will, and it's near the javelin zombie as it does the javelin flip, all those projectiles that were shot at it will go right under it and not hit him at all. Ah, crap. And there goes a potato mine, unfortunately. Oh. Never mind. getting a lot of sun, a lot of plants, and a lot of dead zombies. You think after this point in time, at this point in time you'd realize these idiots would probably be like, maybe we shouldn't be messing with this guy's lawn. But no, they still don't get the idea. And once I hit the final wave, I should be using the cherry bomb. I can use the cherry bomb if I wanted to just make this go faster, which I really should have. But at the end of it all, it doesn't really matter. And here comes another useful plant that some people can make use of depending on what strategy they feel like. The chomper. Basically devours any zombie despite what it is whole, and yeah, it's an instant kill on one zombie, but the only problem is it takes a while for it to actually chomp down on it. Can't remember, do I use that? The chomper? Oh, yes I do. I personally don't like the snow peas too much because it takes forever for it to actually work. Well, not forever for it to actually work, but it's more so like the slow effect is nice, but once we get to the later stages you'll see that it's only okay at best. Especially when we get to some of the later plants in the game. But of course, that's later in the game. But as of right now, this is all we got to work with. But then again, this is all we really need because the zombies right now are just pretty basic. You probably saw in the introduction area with the zombies that shows what kind of zombies are to come. You saw one with the bucket head. This is the introduction to where zombies start to become a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Because bucket zombies take forever to kill. Of course, there are ways to actually get around that. Explosives. And as soon as I feel like as soon as I get the money to put one out in the proper lineup, the chompers. But for right now, this is all we're gonna face, and honestly, there really isn't much of a threat. Most of this level is going to be boring because there's just only one huge wave and that's at the end. And this is what the chomper does. It can eat from one space away. It can eat from 2 spaces away and eats away at a zombie despite whatever the zombie is. Well, for most zombies anyway, there are still the very rare exceptions. One in particular, thankfully he doesn't come until near endgame, but there's a reason why I say there are some exceptions to the explosives and the chompers being as effective as they are. Usually they're one-hit kills to almost any zombie, but there are the very, very rare exceptions. And this is the bucket zombie, by the way. This guy takes so much abuse to the point that it's probably better to just get a chomper out and eat him right away. That's what makes a chomper good. no matter what kind of zombie it is, with a very few exceptions, which we will see later in the game. One chomp, one kill. The only downside is it takes forever for it to actually chomp down on its food. Yeah, unfortunately these guys are kind of a joke for now. And we get probably one of the most vital plants in the game, in my opinion. I love using this plant. I never make a setup without one of these things. The repeaters. Pretty expensive. Very expensive, but very effective. I take away a cherry bomb for it because I'm not using it, and kind of expensive as it is anyway, but repeaters. Basically, pea shooters that shoot 2 peas. They only take up 1 slot and they shoot 2 peas at once. Very effective. Also kind of costly, but if you do the strategy that I'm doing, which you should be doing, if you want to survive, just kick back, just start planting sunflowers away, and like I usually do, plant the sunflowers, plant the potato mine, wait for the potato mine to set up, just kick back, relax, watch the zombie be dumb enough to just step on the potato mine and die, laugh at him. I mean, despite how smart these zombies seem to be at some point, zombies are still zombies. At the end of the day, they're still getting up. Alright. And there we go, the repeater. 2 peas. An efficient killing machine. Oh, it's actually 8 hits. I thought it was 5 for some reason. Whatever. But anyways, they do the same damage as ordinary peas, but the fact that it shoots 2 just makes it so much easier to just destroy zombies. So just keep shooting. Just plant them and watch them shoot away. And there's something special about these plants as well. But of course, I won't be able to get to them until much later. So for right now, this is all we got. But anyways, yeah. The repeaters are definitely one of the most vital plants to have. I personally like them. I'm not sure how most other people that played this game feel about them. There's many different combinations that you can use that can actually help you get past the game. This is the one that works for me and the one I'm the most comfortable with. The repeater killed that javelin zombie so fast that I didn't even get a chance to blow up the potato mine. Anyways, planting more walnuts. Eventually I will get rid of that potato mine because at that point I'll realize that he's kind of useless at that point. Just 2 rows of repeaters was enough to pretty much keep you alive for most of the level. At least against the regular mooks. Yeah, look at how fast that bucket zombie's getting destroyed. And with that, belly of the beast and another chomper down. Probably should have put that in the top lane because, like I said, these. Put another one in the top lane. Like I said, these repeaters are just outright brutal. Just more than one is enough to be a threat. And now with the third one, it's pretty much official that any zombie that tries to get in my way will pretty much be as good as dead. No brains for you today! Get off my lawn, you damn zombies! I told you once and I'll tell you again. My brains aren't for sale. These are my brains! My brains! And as soon as these 2 are dead, we are done. And now we got a note. To the plant we get notes. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. At least you guys are honest. And now, every 10th level is pretty much a level where the auto-scrolling comes in and pretty much turns into whatever plant you get, you plant. There's nothing really much to say here. It's still just planting, but for right now, yeah, these are how the final levels of each world turn out to be. They turn into random plants start coming in from the sliding wheel, and you have to pretty much plant them accordingly. You don't have to pay for anything, thankfully, but you gotta be patient and you gotta plant smart. So, watch where you plant, and you'll be fine. Of course, this first one's really easy, so it's not like doesn't look like much. Of course, later on we get to the game, the harder it's gonna get. Although, that's pretty much the gist of most tower defense games. But in the meantime, yeah. I'm going to be trying something a little different with this game. Not in terms of in terms of this post-commentary stuff, because I will still be doing the post-commentary stuff. But you're going to notice something a little different with the thumbnails when you eventually get to see them. But for right now, I'm going to be working on it for a while, so hopefully my little bit of an artistic approach eventually turns into something interesting and humorous. And eventually, like right now, as you can see, I'm getting to a point where all I have is like a lot of pea shooters, but I'm only replacing like the ones that have pea shooters with repeaters because pea shooters aren't very good anymore. Not trying to use all the plants I can because right now I have 3 useless pea shooters and yeah, 3 useless pea shooters and a crap ton of cherry bombs, which I'm trying to use in case of emergencies. Namely, at the end of the, at the final stretch. But yeah, this is what happens when you have zombie plants plastered all the way to the front of the lawn. The closer the zombies are to the closer the plants are to the front of the lawn, zombies will more than likely eat the plant. There are some plants that are useful to put down at the front of the lawn, but of course, like I said, we won't get to them until we get to them. So, of course, give us a little time. All my mines are put in such awkward places too. We should be getting really close to the end. Come on. Any day now. There we go. And with this, I'm pretty sure this is the final way, so at this point, cherry bomb away! Boom and boom. And with that, we get a mushroom. And I just decided to plant for the crack of it. I have a full lawn of plants. Bring it. You freaking zombies. But yep. And now they're attacking me at nighttime. What's up, Dave? No. Oh my god, I'm trying to get some sleep. Even these guys just won't let up. I've got work to do. Anyways, yes, these mushrooms are going to be incredibly valuable for later in these nighttime sections. They're very cheap and effective. We'll get to the nighttime sections though next time, so see you guys then.